My friends, before you assume this is just another video about visualization, let me tell you something important. I've witnessed this technique transform people's lives right before my eyes. Just last week, one of my students used this very method and received a job offer that changed her entire life in just 45 minutes. This isn't about positive thinking or endless affirmations. It's about something far more powerful, something first revealed by Neville Goddard. And I've refined this technique to deliver results faster than ever before. Before we dive into the practice that can change your life, I want you to understand something crucial. This is the season of transformation. Whether you're watching this in the crisp days of autumn, the snowy calm of winter, or the heat of summer, this is your time. I believe that with all my heart. Do you? I truly know you deserve everything you desire, and today I'll show you how to claim it. Let me share something I've never revealed publicly before. 3 months ago, I was sitting in my meditation room feeling stuck. Even though I knew all the classic visualization techniques, something was missing. And then it hit me. We overcomplicate visualization. What I'm about to tell you isn't just another technique. It's an entirely new approach. Let's talk about what will completely transform how you think about visualization. I remember sitting in my garden last summer, frustrated that things weren't happening as quickly as I wanted. And then, suddenly, I realized I'd been doing it all wrong. We let our minds dictate timelines for manifestation. Think about it. When you order something online for next day delivery, you don't spend hours worrying that it might take weeks to arrive, do you? Of course not. You simply know it's coming tomorrow because you've done it before and you've been told it's possible. Well, my beautiful friends, manifestation works the same way. Let me introduce you to what I call the potential of possibilities. Your mind is like a thermostat. If you set it to 70 degrees, it maintains that temperature no matter what's happening outside. If you believe something will take 5 years, your mind will create circumstances to make it take exactly that long. It's not cruelty. It's simply following your command. I want to tell you about one of my students, Angel. She spent 2 years trying to find her dream job. 2 whole years. When she came to me, the first thing I asked was, "Why 2 years?" She looked puzzled and said, "Well, it's hard, and it takes time." There it was, the limiting belief controlling her entire manifestation process. Let me give you some real-world examples that show how arbitrary our time limits can be. When Elon Musk gathered his top Tesla engineers, they told him it would take 6 months to fix a production issue. He replied, "No, we'll solve it in 24 hours. And they did. When John F. Kennedy announced that we'd send a man to the moon, experts said it would take 25 years. He said we'd do it in 10 or less. We did it in 8. You see, time isn't fixed when it comes to manifestation. It's flexible, malleable, and most importantly, it bends to your level of certainty. Think about this. Your manifestations work the same way. Under the right conditions, when your mindset is aligned, they can happen instantly. The true shift occurs when you stop letting your past experiences define your future possibilities. Maybe your mind says it took 3 years to find your last relationship. Do you know why it took so long? Because of your old beliefs, your old system. Today, we're creating a new system, a new reality, where time obeys your certainty. Let me share what I believe is the most powerful manifestation formula I've ever discovered. This isn't just another method. It's a complete reimagining of how manifestation actually works. And it begins with 3 simple words. I am certain. When you say, I am absolutely certain, you're not just speaking words. You're declaring a state of being. Think about something you're completely sure of, like your own name. If someone asked you your name, you wouldn't hesitate, right? That's the level of certainty we're aiming for. And here's the fascinating part. It often takes just 1 hour. This has been tested by thousands of students. There's something almost magical about that 1 hour window, long enough for the universe to rearrange circumstances, yet short enough that your logical mind doesn't have time to doubt. Let me share a personal story that perfectly illustrates this. Last month, I needed an important document to close a deal. Normally, such paperwork takes weeks. I sat in my office, looked at the clock, it was 3 p.m., and I calmly declared, I'll receive that document by 4. At exactly 4 seconds, I got an email with the document attached. The sender apologized, saying it had been ready since last week. They'd simply forgotten to send it. Do you see how this works? When you declare your desire, you must stop hoping for its fulfillment. You must state it as fact. It's like saying, the sun will rise tomorrow. Would you doubt that? Of course not. Most people make the mistake of treating manifestation like a cosmic lottery. But in reality, it's more like a cosmic law, as reliable as gravity. Now, my dear friends, let me share what I believe is the ultimate key to instant manifestation, the state of flow and total certainty. This is where everything we've discussed comes together in a beautiful symphony of creation. Imagine for a moment that you're floating down a river with a strong current. What happens when you fight the flow? You struggle, tire, and barely move. But when you align with it, you glide effortlessly downstream. The current carries you. That's how manifestation truly works, in a state of flow. The flow state of certainty is the golden balance between active creation and graceful surrender. It's not about forcing outcomes, nor about passive waiting. It's about maintaining that perfect equilibrium, absolute confidence in your manifestation while releasing control over how it unfolds. Let me tell you about my friend Matthew. At a seminar we attended, his goal was to attract clients for his business. He had been working tirelessly, both through conventional methods and manifestation techniques, but nothing was working. During the event, I helped him enter the state of certainty, and within the next hour, he received a call about an opportunity even better than the one he'd been pursuing. He landed a deal beyond his wildest expectations. Most people misunderstand the true nature of the flow state. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. When you're in that state, you already are the person who possesses what you desire. You're not hoping, wishing, or even believing. You know? Imagine you're hungry and walk into your favorite restaurant. You don't hope the food will arrive. You know it will. That feeling, that natural confidence, is the secret. Your manifestation becomes inevitable once you enter that state, because you're no longer trying to make it happen. You're allowing what already belongs to you to appear in physical form. It's like opening the front door so the delivery that's already on its way can finally reach you. The universe is just waiting for you to align with the right state to deliver. These aren't abstract ideas. They're real shifts happening in real people's lives, often faster than they ever imagined. Let me tell you about Ricardo. Just last week, he wanted tickets to a basketball game. 3 specific seats, but everything was sold out. Most people would have given up. Instead, Ricardo used these words: "I am absolutely certain that the 3 perfect seats for me will appear within the hour." And guess what? Within 10 minutes, he refreshed the website, and there they were, the perfect seats, exactly what he'd asked for. The seller had just listed them moments earlier, after finding out he couldn't attend the game due to a last-minute family trip. Do you see how this works? And there's more. Samantha, one of my clients, hadn't heard from her ex for over a year and a half. Normally, I don't recommend focusing on specific people, but this case was different. During our session, she used the technique of absolute certainty. She didn't say, "I hope he calls," or "I want him to reach out." She said, "I am absolutely certain he'll call within the hour and change his mind." And he did. Not only did he call, he apologized, rushed to see her, and now they're engaged. The universe didn't just meet her halfway, it exceeded her expectations. Here's why this works on such a profound level. When you enter the state of absolute certainty, your brain and energetic field shift dramatically. Scientific studies using advanced brain imaging show that when you merely hope or wish for something, your brain displays stress and doubt. But when you move into certainty, your brain waves enter the gamma state, a frequency typically reached only by expert meditators after decades of practice. Think about it. When you're absolutely certain the sun will rise tomorrow, your body shows no stress, no hesitation. That's the state we create for our desires. It's like a GPS in your car. When you enter your destination, the system doesn't hope you'll get there. It recalculates routes if needed, but always knows you will arrive. The difference between hoping and knowing may seem small, but it's quantum. Hope exists in duality, where both success and failure are possible. Certainty collapses all possibilities into one inevitable outcome. When you declare your certainty, your nervous system changes. Heart rate variability improves, stress hormones drop, and your body enters its optimal state for receiving. But here's a key point. Once you declare your certainty, don't check your phone or email every few minutes. That creates resistance and doubt. When you order next day delivery, you don't check the tracking number every 5 minutes, do you? Of course not. Don't share your desire with others during your hour of certainty. That's your sacred creative field, and others' doubts can interfere with it. Instead, go about your day. Take a walk, cook, tidy up. When you're truly certain, you don't put your life on pause. You live as though it's already done. Think of breathing. You're so certain the next breath will come that you don't even think about it. That's the level of calm, natural confidence we aim for in manifestation. Now it's your turn. Use this technique today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. And when you see results, come back and share them in the comments below. I read every story and celebrate each one of your manifestations. If this message resonates with you, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Here, you'll discover timeless wisdom from the world's greatest teachers of transformation. Return to our videos daily and watch your desires unfold. Your success is inevitable. Click the bell icon to unlock more secrets of visualization and manifestation, truths hidden for decades that we're now revealing to you on the Worldwide Miracles channel.